PUGS. Punctuation, usage, grammar, spelling. It's an acronym. And if you didn't know what an acronym was, well, then you take the time now to look up the definition of the word, unless, of course, you don't know how to spell it, in which case you might need the resource that I'm about to tell you about, spellcheck.net/spellcheck/ www.spellcheck.net/spellcheck/ You got to end it in a slash, unfortunately. Otherwise, it's going to 404, and then you're going to, it doesn't work. I told you, trail it with a slash, you'll be good to go. Oh, thank you, Ollie. He's got the link right in there in the chat room here at live.perillo.com as we happen to be recording this video. All of these things in relation to the way that you communicate online, specifically in written form, are important. Punctuation, usage, grammar, and spelling. That's what, PUGs. And if you don't have a firm grasp on any of these, then how do you expect to be taken seriously? I mean, imagine you're in a job, and maybe you're in a job right now, and you get an email from someone who just sounds like they're a third grader, and maybe they are a third grader. But you look at the text that they've written, you're going, how did this person get hired? It's kind of how people look upon people who can't communicate in written form. I see it happen all the time. I'm not saying that you're illiterate if you haven't mastered your PUGs, but, people may look at you kind of like this. That's not a good look. So try spellchecker.net/spellcheck/ if you want to clean up your text and you don't happen to have some type of program to help you do it on the desktop. Maybe you're away from your regular computer and you need to check your spelling, your grammar. Heck, maybe you need access to a quick thesaurus for this bit of text that you've created. It's all accessible here. I've got a bit of text pasted in here. I press the spell check button. There's a little pop-up window that pops up. This is a good pop-up window, by the way. A pop-up window that pops up, as opposed to a pop-up window that makes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Any other way, this first tab here is the spell checker, and you can do just about everything that you normally do in a regular old spell checker on your desktop. You can change the word, you can change all, ignore all. You can add it to the dictionary, you can set different options. And then you can flip to the grammar tab, which is right next to the grammar tab. Grammar, grandpa, anyway. So then you can do a scan of the paragraphs here, paragraphs, however much text you've pasted in or the amount of text that it'll allow, and potentially pick up on some grammatical errors, and hopefully you will not, let's see what it picked up, general public. It says public is redundant. Didn't do a good job at analyzing that. However, maybe it's going to give you pause and require you to think twice about what you're posting. It's not perfect, like any software, it's not perfect. Then you can flip over to the thesaurus tab. Did you catch that? Flip over to the thesaurus tab. It's the world's nerdiest dinosaur right here in a pop-up window. No, I'm just, you know what a thesaurus is, right? If you were ever stuck for a word, you're like, well, I don't want to use this word, but I want a word that it's kind of like this word, but not quite this word. Well, then you'd look it up in the thesaurus. And the thesaurus is a wonderful tool, so long as you know the words that you're looking up and the words that you would potentially be replacing those words with. Because remember, words can have connotations and denotations. Denotation being a dictionary definition, and connotation being more of a pop culture type of definition for a word. And here you can run a thesaurus check, and let's see here. What's another word for membership? I'll click that word. Composition, embodiment, encompassment, enmeshment. I didn't even realize enmeshment was a word. Well, according to this it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. If it's not in Google, it doesn't exist. I'll have to check it later. Anyway, thanks again, the Henry, that's his handle, at geeks.perillo.com, for passing along spellchecker.net. And it seems that this particular website has got so much more to offer than just this on-demand tool, although it looks like what tools it has to offer are more for people who want to pay for those particular tools. But this one is free, so give it a shot. If you are stuck and you need extra help polishing your PUGs, punctuation, usage, grammar, spelling, remember that. Master it. That's your homework. It's not that bad. I mean, I'm just saying, use it the next time you go to enter some bit of text. Blog post, a forum reply, maybe even a comment on YouTube. Try to sound intelligent, even if you're not. Can't do much about your actual brain power. But at least you could come across sounding or looking more smartly than you could appear possibly to be. My email address, chris@perillo.com. The community of geeks at geeks.perillo.com is waiting for you to start participating with your pugs. Yeah. Hopefully you're not going to analyze my spoken word, because you know that I was just kidding there when I said smartly a few sentences ago, although they really aren't sentences. They were more proclamations, because I'm speaking. If you want to join us in the chat room, you're more than welcome to. It's just an informal, ad hoc, non sequitur discussion that is always going on and 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 on. We're typically talking tech 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The chat room here, in conjunction with this live video feed at live.perillo.com. We'll see you later.